Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Castos YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about something in the WordPress world, a new theme that was announced. It's called Oaknut. Oaknut, put out by my good friend Anders Noren. He puts out some fantastic WordPress themes, I think a few of which I've highlighted here on this channel. If you're looking for a WordPress theme, besides the one that I'm going to show you today, you just want a new theme, check out Anders' collection of free themes. He makes them all available on WordPress.org, and they are all free. You don't have to pay a nickel, although you should donate to him because he puts out a lot of amazing stuff. So if you like his work, go ahead and donate to him. Go to his website at Anders Noren. So Oaknut. What is Oaknut? You can quickly see in the thumbnail that this is what's known as Linktree alternative. And as a diehard WordPress user myself, somebody who loves to own his platform of content, WordPress is a fantastic way to do. You probably already know that if you're using the Seriously Simple podcasting plugin that Castos produces for your WordPress podcasts. Oaknut is that alternative to Linktree. Essentially what it's doing is giving you the design template, if you will, for what is a Linktree. And if you've not heard of Linktree before, you can go to Linktree. It's linktr.ee, Linktree. You've probably seen this, very popular in the Instagram world, to have this quick little landing page of links. Their feature set ranges anywhere from free to premium, and I want to talk about the premium and pro levels of pricing and what you can do with WordPress, what you can do with this theme specifically, and how you can do everything that Linktree is doing on WordPress for free, sans the website hosting component. So you will have to purchase some web hosting. You'll have to purchase a domain name because you're not going to be able to just put this on your existing WordPress website. It is an entire theme that you would run on a dedicated WordPress install. So the two price points that one would face is WordPress hosting. For example, SiteGround, you can get it for $14.99 a month. Other places you can get it for $9.99 a month, maybe cheaper. In some other places, your performance and support mileage will vary depending on how much you pay. SiteGround is fairly good in my experience in terms of support and performance and all around quality of experience. $14.99 a month, although they have this introductory offer for $2.99 a month. And then you pay, I don't know, anywhere between $10 and $15, maybe even less for a domain name, depending on what domain name handle you want to register. And with that out of the way, with this in mind, you're paying somewhere between $100 to $150 a year to have your own sort of Linktree alternative, where if you maybe go all the way to the premium model of the Linktree pricing, you're at $24 a month, roughly $275 a year. My math isn't that good off the top of my head, but somewhere in that ballpark. So yes, you can get away for less dollars, again, if you're going all the way to premium, but you're certainly getting the control. You're getting the control, you're getting the power of WordPress, albeit with a learning curve. So let's take a look at what you can do with Oaknut, how to set this up so you can just see it hands-on. So I'm on my WordPress website. I've already searched for Oaknut. I've already installed it, and here we are on a blank homepage within the WordPress editor. So blank canvas, homepage. I've already got homepage set as my homepage in WordPress. I'll go to the plus section to add a block or a pattern. We're going to add the pattern that the theme comes with. So we'll go to patterns, go to the drop down, Oaknut patterns. There's only one surprise. It's the links set up here. So that's it. You just click it, insert it into the page, and it just has this placeholder content for you to play around with. Again, all of it is built in that sort of Linktree fashion with, maybe, let's say, your avatar, your name, or the title, and then the subtitle. And then, of course, all of the links that follow. So let's just hit update. I'm not going to touch any of the customizations yet. We'll do that in a moment. So what I want to show you is going to Appearance, and then Editor. And then within the editor, you can play with the different styles that the theme ships with. There's a bunch of preset color and typography templates that you can click through and choose the one that you like the most, that represents your brand the best. You can play with the typography, like the text That's just your regular text, your link text, your heading text, the text in your buttons. You can play with all of the different colors on a one-on-one style. So you can play with these preset styles that Anders ships this theme with, and you can change that up. If you don't like that sort of really standout yellow, you can go and change, again, from a bunch of different styles within Appearance and then Editor. So just so you know, there are some customization features. Not a whole heck of a lot, because there's not a whole heck of a lot going on with a Linktree type page. So that's under Appearance and then Editors. Let's go back to our home page and edit that. And you can see the style has changed, obviously, to the new one that I selected. If we click on one of these buttons and we highlight the button, sorry, much easier if you use the navigator on the left-hand side. If we click on the button here, you can touch each, or you can edit each button by specifically clicking on them on the left-hand side. Or if we pull out the settings tray on the right-hand side, you can play with the styles, the pre-made styles of buttons that he ships the theme with. So you can play with that. If you like one that doesn't have this sort of drop shadow effect, like maybe this standard outline one or this angled shape one, you can do that. And you can get rid of these other buttons. We'll just remove the buttons that we don't need. And then on this one, we can just duplicate the button. So if you have a bunch that you want to create, you can do it just like that. So we'll just get that out of the way, zoom out a little bit, and those are our new buttons. If we want to replace the image, you can replace the image by uploading one directly or selecting a new image from your media library from somewhere else. We're just going to select this one. Get my face out of the way here, myself back, and there it is. So now we have this sort of standard picture that I have here. Again, it's not going to be in like that avatar style. If you wanted to create something a little bit different, you could do that before you uploaded. You can crop it right here in WordPress if you want. We'll just hit apply and just leave it. We'll just leave it as is. And I might say that the title, director, Castos.com. Change my name and title there. Let's preview this so we can see what we've done so far. We've uploaded my photo. We've uploaded, whoops, I forgot to change that. We've uploaded the title. Huh, that's funny. It didn't change. Oh, the site title. That's why. So that's pulling in the site title. Let's get rid of that for a second. And then add in heading. We'll call this centering that right up above there. Update, save. Now we'll preview the page, and you'll see we have my name, my title, and we still have to customize these links. And notice up above here, these are specific to WordPress. We have the site title, and then we have the page title. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that in a moment so that those don't appear. And when you present this homepage to the actual homepage of your WordPress site, those won't show up. And I'm going to cover that in a second. So let's just finish customizing these links. So every button, you can just start typing in a label. So I'm going to just say Castos. We'll say we're on YouTube. Listen to our podcast. Now, this is something that you probably see on other link trees before. You have all these links, and that's the idea, is to have all these important links as these sort of call to actions, right? You can have one link you share out, and when you go to that link, it has, or you go to that website, it has all of the most important links that one might need to reference you. So audiencepodcast.fm. I'm just going to work with those three links for right now. That's what I would promote. I promote Castos.com as the podcast host, our YouTube channel, of course, and our podcast. And for most people, that's what you're going to put up there. You're going to put up your landing pages, your buy now pages, whatever it might be. And then you have your social icons right below. Simply by clicking into these icons is how you can edit these. So you would put in your profile, Instagram.com/Castos. twitter.com/CastosHQ, and then LinkedIn. I don't know what their path is, but let's just say it's Castos HQ. And that's how you customize. That's how you customize those icons right there. And that's all set up for you right out of the gate, right with inserting that pattern. Really easy to navigate, really easy to customize. Now, this next part is going to be a little bit more complex because what this is using is WordPress's new full site editing capabilities, right? This goes pretty deep, pretty technical, and a lot of this stuff is still cutting edge in WordPress, the template editor and full site editing. But on the right-hand side, we only have this default theme to work with. I don't know if Anders is going to create a blank theme that takes away the header and footer components, but I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Literally, this theme was announced today as of the recording of this video. Potentially, it will get modified in the future. So you might see, by clicking on the template section, you might see a new template that does what I'm about to do. So we're going to go ahead and create a new template. We'll call this blank template, and we'll create it. And when we do that, it's going to bring us into WordPress's new template editor mode. A little confusing, a lot of stuff happening here. But what I'm going to do is open up this navigation tray, and you'll see on the left-hand side for this group up here, you can see as I hover over these components, it's being highlighted on the right-hand side in the editor. We want to just get rid of this group. So we're going to remove this group. We're going to remove this separator and expand this group. And we're going to take away the first group, but leave the post content. Okay. Actually, we'll expand that and just want to see something. Yeah. We'll expand that and we'll hit update and we'll save this. And we'll go back to the page that we were editing and go and select the blank template. It's already selected. Hit update. Actually, I think it was already selected. So now we'll preview this. And now you can see it's taken away what's known as the WordPress site title, which was at the top. Usually it's like your logo in the top left corner or the name of your site. And then the page title, because we don't need to see the page. What we're doing in this context is we're using Oaknut theme as this landing page. And this is all we want to do. We just want to set this home page up so that it loads our Linktree style of content. And that's it. So now you don't have that duplication of site title and page title. And whenever anyone browses to your domain with this as the homepage, boom, this is what they hit. They start to see just the important links that you wanted to highlight. Okay. So Oaknut, free theme, check it out. Okay. So let's just take a look at the Linktree pricing and how you can compare this to what you can do in WordPress for free or with other paid resources, just so we can make the comparison point of, is it worth it for me to spend a little time setting up WordPress, own my platform, and control my content, but also save some money on the features that Linktree might be trying to price us into? For example, the first one, RSS feed link. So now for $9 a month with Linktree, you could show your most recent podcast via RSS right on your Linktree. Guess what? We can do that too. We can do that for free. We can do that right out of the gate with WordPress with the RSS feed block. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my audience podcast. This is a Castos website. We're going to copy the RSS link, so we have that there. Go back to our WordPress editor, and right below the buttons, I think I'm going to add in, I'm going to add in the RSS block and paste in my feed, click on use URL, and there it is, right? I don't have to pay $9 a month for that. Reminder, you have to pay for your domain, you have to pay for your WordPress hosting, I get it. But look how easy that was. And now you have full control over that. You want to have multiple RSS feeds? You can do that. I've not used Linktree. I doubt you could probably have multiple RSS feeds. Maybe you can. But with WordPress, at least you can customize it, play with it a little bit. They have this grid view you can play with. There's also some RSS plugins that will pull and style and design your feeds a little bit more so you can have some fun with it. You can change the number of items up to whatever number you want, but 10. You could show them all right there. You could display the author. You have multiple columns. So you can see, like, I can get a little bit more creative with WordPress. Again, price, learning curve, but you can see where we're going with this. I can add in another block here. We'll call this, get a heading, and we'll call this recent episodes. Give that a heading 4, and then just bring that right above. So there it is. Update. Preview that on the home page. And there it is. So we still have our link trees. We still have our cool sort of link landing page. And then now we have all of our recent episodes. So fantastic stuff. Really easy to do with WordPress. Let's go back to Linktree's grid. Embed the latest YouTube video. There are widgets and plugins for that. Embed latest tweet. Same thing with WordPress. You can get some plugins that do that if that's really interesting to you. Email collection, that would be really interesting to me. It says collect email addresses and phone numbers directly from your Linktree and build your own visitor list. Yeah, that's cool. Very important, I think, for anyone who's using a Linktree style solution for marketing. Guess what? Again, we can do this with WordPress. There's a million plugins out there for collecting email. The one I'm going to recommend today, if you're a WordPress veteran, you're probably going to fall out of your seat, but I'm going to say it's Jetpack. Jetpack's going to solve a lot of the price point or feature comparisons for Linktree versus a self-hosted WordPress for free. So there's a lot of really cool things you can get from Jetpack for free if you don't mind having a Jetpack account. One would make the argument, I don't want a Jetpack account. That's fine. You can get other plugins that solve some of these Linktree features, but you can find those and do that through WordPress.org. Let's go with MailChimp. So all of these green blocks mean that they're coming from Jetpack. So we can just add in the MailChimp block from Jetpack. I don't have a MailChimp account set up right here, but it's as easy as setting up your MailChimp form right into WordPress right here. Again, you're not paying that additional money for it, or you can go and grab embed code from MailChimp or MailerLite or wherever you're collecting email from and paste that right into your WordPress site. It's very easy to solve for email collection here on WordPress. There are WordPress plugins that have the pop-ups. You can capture emails right when somebody loads the page. There's a million things you can do, which is why I like it so much. Let's browse down to some of these other features. Transaction fees, 0% for a limited time. So now they're taking transactions. You could simply link up your Stripe account if Stripe is available in your country, and you could link your Stripe purchase link or donation link or PayPal link right here in WordPress without any other transaction fees, and simply copy and pasting a link onto one of these Linktree buttons. You could just duplicate and say, donate to our show. Highlight that, drop in or link it to your PayPal or to your Stripe link, whatever you want to do. No transactions taken other than what PayPal and Stripe are going to take. So very easy to compete on that front. And then lastly, there's a bunch of other things that I could go through here, but they have the analytics section. You can view who's come to the website, for how long, what links people have clicked, where the referrer has come from, all of that fun stuff. If you're using Jetpack, and this is why I vote to use Jetpack in a scenario like this, is Jetpack has Jetpack stats for free that you can load up right inside your WordPress dashboard. So this is just a landing page, has a few stats on it, or a test site, just a few stats on it. But you have those insights in Jetpack. You can see those detailed stats and drill down and see the top page. In this case will always be the home page because you're using it for the Linktree sort of comparison. But you can track the clicks of which links people are clicking, how people are finding you, or the referrers. Are they coming from social media? Are they coming from search? What search engine are they coming from, or what search terms are they coming from? All of that stuff, all those page views and all that stuff can be tracked and visualized right here for free. So WordPress, Linktree, this was a much longer video than I had anticipated. There's just a lot here. Oaknut theme for free. It's your Linktree style theme. Again, You could just have a WordPress site. You don't even need to use Oaknut to do this. It's styling it in, but I just really Anders' theme and his approach to all of this stuff. You can pull in your podcast through the RSS block. You can create as many buttons as you want. You can customize a landing page like I showed you by removing the site title and other metadata. You can enable Jetpack and capture emails and see stats for free. Have your own domain name. It's a fantastic way to measure the engagement you have on all these other platforms where links might be limited, like Instagram. You're only working with your profile link, putting a special domain name there, and having that as something that you track and update. Oh, there was one more. I'm going to throw in a bonus one. There was one that actually had me laugh. Let's see if we can find it. Code lock, redirect. Oh, Spotlight. This one made me laugh. So if you wanted to jump up to starter plan for $5, Spotlight, have an important link, Spotlight a link so that the content is already on display when a visitor lands on your Linktree. All I have to do is edit this page and then say, this is an important link. Better if I could spell that correctly. Put that in the center, bold it, link to it. I could underline it. I could put another button up there. I could change the color of it to red. Like I could say, this is an important link. It's not worth $5 for me a month just to have that capability, because WordPress is an entire builder, air quotes for those WordPress veterans out there. I can customize it however I see fit. So there you go, a little bonus one there at the end. Linktree versus WordPress versus Oaknut versus little learning curve to build this all together. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Sorry for the long video today. Didn't expect it to go this long. Hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Castos.com, start your podcast, start a free Linktree style page with WordPress. Or not, you can just use our websites right here, right at Castos. Make it really easy for you. You don't even need WordPress. All right, see you in the next video.